Hello my lovelies, it is finally Tuesday. So I have just come home from work. So on Tuesdays I work in our Chelmsford office, which means I get to drive, makes my life so much easier, means I can park, means I can get home, means I can go shopping. Now, as part of my planned content series, part of my plan is me starting a small business. So the small business that I've decided to start is a balloons business. So I want you guys to join me as I launch my new balloon business completely from scratch, based on nothing, no experience in this field. I'm going to be completing a course in balloons to sort of get used to things, as well as all my online training and setting up all my social media, building my branding, and I want you guys to sort of join me on that journey. But I am setting myself the challenge of doing it on a budget. So I'm going to show you all the tips, tricks, and everything else you need to know to start a small business on a budget. So for this project, I have set myself a £100 budget. Now, let me just walk you through how I've already used some of that budget. I know after I finished work today, I went and stopped by the shops and picked up just a few little things to get me going, sort of build my sort of resources and everything like that. So tomorrow is actually my younger brother's 13th birthday. I know, turning a teenager. So I have signed myself up to do the balloons for his birthday. So I'm sort of going to show you my journey from making my logo, building my business, and sort of me making those balloons tonight. So yeah guys, I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. Please subscribe, like, comment, leave any feedback that you have, and yeah, I hope you guys really enjoy. Yeah, roll on the video.
So, as part of this journey, you are literally going to see me start a business from scratch. That includes the branding, the advertising, everything. I'm going to make this a little content series for you guys, showing you the best ways to advertise, where to sell your products, and the best sort of apps and stuff to use. So, most of you have probably heard of Canva, which is a free designing app. Now, this is really great if you want to keep your costs down, and where I'm doing this on a budget, this means I get to create my logo for completely free. As you see me looking here, there are loads of different options. You can change fonts, sort of suit your theme, sort of what you're after. Canva's a great design tool, and it helps you to make a logo for free from scratch, and is very user friendly because there are loads of templates that you can use. As you can see, I really like the look of this logo. I thought it was quite light, quite airy, and so I decided to go with this one. And I'm just going to show you a little bit about the different features that Canva has if you're not used to it, and sort of how great it is, especially for small businesses. And it sort of helps you to be a little bit unique until you can afford to get a logo designed and you're like proper making it, and your small business is no longer a small business, it's just a business, if that makes sense. So obviously, where I'm starting a balloon business, I decided to call it Balloon Boutique. I thought this kept it very simple, very understandable, and it's very clear what we do. I think the best type of branding and logos that you can have are just ones that are clear and make it obvious about what your company does. Simplicity is like the best thing that you can do for your business. As you can see, I'm changing it and customizing the template that I chose to my needs and my business. So obviously I'm changing it to Balloon Boutique, so the one on the top I will get rid of, and sort of make this a little bit more premium. So I decided to go white because it's quite clean and quite like sophisticated, and for the type of business that I'm trying to do, like occasions and balloons, they sort of go hand in hand. So that little bit of sophistication helps to give it that selling point and that little bit of suave that it needs. So I'm just going to talk over me as I edit the logo for a bit now, and just sort of talk more about small businesses and my sort of tips and tricks and sort of how I'm going to go about this journey. So obviously I've set myself a budget of £100, and so far on the actual branding I have spent nothing because I've used Canva, which is completely free, and The only thing that I have spent on so far is before I started preparing this video, after my 9 to 5, or this is my 5 to 9, I stopped off at a little shop and sort of collected a few of the items that I needed to start making balloons so that I can sort of make some content for my Instagram, for my Facebook, and sort of get my name out there. So that cost me a grand total of £50 because I believe that having the best stock is best for me. It's more about believing in the product than it is the actual aspects, such as branding. I think that if you have a product that's worth buying, that's so much more important than spending your money, especially as a small business where it's not needed. Another way that you can save costs is through the promotion and advertisement of your products. So obviously we live in a very content first age. Everything's digital, which means that you have a whole variety of platforms where you can promote your product, including Instagram, which you'll see me build in a little bit later, Facebook, which is really good, especially if you're a local seller and you sell local products. Pinterest is really good to get you out there and sort of increase clicks through to your website. And TikTok, as we all know, is great for getting your brand out there, especially if you're regularly making content and sort of getting it right with the algorithm. These are wonderful, great ways to promote your content, your brand, and your small business for free and sort of get it out there without incurring too much cost to yourself. Now, the nature of the business that I've started is quite affordable to start from scratch. As I set myself a budget of £100, so far I've only got £50 worth of stock. That leaves me with a budget of £50 left for my business. Now, obviously, if you're a product type business such as myself, but you are a digital seller, you sell online, there are other costs to consider. This may include your packaging, business cards, a selling fee, or a website fee. But I'm just going to give you a few of my recommendations on what's best if you're that type of business. If you're a digital seller, I would definitely recommend having a look at Shopify. Etsy has blown up and has been a big platform for sellers in the past, like I'd say 10 years at least. However, the fees that it charges you, I would say, are unfair compared to the time and the effort that it takes you to put into your products. So I wouldn't recommend Etsy first. It's a good platform if you want to build reviews, but you have to consider the costs and the sort of profit margin that it will eat away at due to the Etsy selling fee per listed item. So I would definitely recommend Shopify or Big Cartel for your website. For your branding and business cards, I've got two options. One's a bit cheaper and one is a little bit more premium. To really keep your business costs low, especially for business cards, I would recommend trying free prints. If you design a business card but can't afford to get it printed, say for example, 100 cards cost you £15 somewhere, and that's too expensive for you. If you use free prints, you can get 50 prints for free, which sort of reduces your cost, even though it's not the same quality as having a business card or promotional, like physical assets to put into the items that you're selling. It's still a good alternative. However, if you want to splurge a little more on your business cards, I would definitely recommend Vistaprint. You can get some really good deals in there, and if you're a repeat purchaser, they have really good discounts in terms of like loyalty schemes and stuff like that. So that's definitely one that you could check out. And when it comes to sourcing packaging and just like sort of shipping materials, I would definitely recommend to shop around a bit, especially because it depends on where you are and sort of what you use. If I was in that type of position, I would definitely have a look on the likes of eBay, Amazon potentially, however you might be paying a little bit more for that. Even TikTok Shop, like there are so many options now on where you can buy packaging, as well as packaging specialists, which require a subscription, and they are cheaper, but that's only because you have to purchase a certain amount at a time. But I definitely recommend sort of having a look and sort of evaluating your options. And my biggest piece of advice to you would be to keep track of your costs, keep your receipts, keep everything monitored so that you know where your money's going and you know how much you should be charging for your products or your services. Quick shout out to my Instagram. Go give it a follow, guys. Go give it a like. I will be posting more content, and I'll be doing a video a little bit later about how to build your social media platforms and sort of get your brand out there. So guys, it is significantly later than when I first started filming this video, but that is because we had to wait for my little brother to go to sleep before we started getting everything ready for his birthday. Hence the smeared makeup. Don't think I just look like trash during. No, not usually, just right now because it's 10 o'clock at night. So yeah. So he's just been put to bed. Well, he went to bed. He's gonna be 13 in the morning. And this is just me getting ready to prepare his balloon, sort of take some content of that, take a few pictures, and sort of post that to my new social media channel. And as well as that, whilst I build the balloons, which I'm going to do in 2x speed because otherwise you guys are going to be here forever and you'll hate me, is sort of walk you through the costs of starting this business, sort of what I've spent so far, where I've saved costs, where you can save costs if you're starting a business, not necessarily the type of business I'm starting, but just a business in general. So I hope that helps, guys. Yeah, let's get started with making some balloons, and fingers crossed it all goes well and it all looks really good because there isn't a redo. So here is a quick preview of the finished product. Here's me being very happy with my achievements. Look at me. And here is the finished result. If you're a small business, I have a community on Instagram, which I will link below. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.